Welcome to Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan. I am Ashutosh Kumar Jha. Today I am going to explain about heterotrophic mode of nutrition in human beings which need digestion of food. Human is omnivorous animal. That means it takes food from plant and plant sources and from animal sources. That means human can eat the flesh of other animals and can take plants and plant products. So these complex organic food need digestion. So I am going to explain the digestion of complex food in the human being. Now what is digestion? The digestion is the process of breaking down of complex organic substance into simple soluble molecules with the help of enzymes which can be absorbed by the cells of intestine. So how food is digested in human body? We explain the complex process of digestion in human being. So digestion of food occurs in the alimentary canal of human being. Alimentary canal consists of mouth, and alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends in anus. We first of all explain the structure of alimentary canal. Then we explain the digestion of food in different parts of alimentary canal. So alimentary canal starts from mouth. Mouth is covered by upper and lower jaw. So only lower jaw is movable and upper jaw remains fixed. Mouth contains teeth, tongue and salivary gland. Now we first of all explain the organs present in mouth and what are the functions of the organs present in mouth. So first of all, teeth. The teeth of human being is heterodont. That means different types of teeth present in human being. Both the jaw contain teeth. The total number of teeth in human being is 32. We explain the different types of teeth. That means incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Incisor teeth is for cutting of food. Canine is for tearing of fleshes, foods. Premolar and molar teeth are for mastication of food. The number of different types of teeth present in the upper jaw and lower jaw can be explained by the help of dental formula. The dental formula is number of teeth is in 1/2 of the upper jaw divided by number of different types of teeth in 1/2 of the lower jaw. There are 4 types of teeth in human being: incisor, canine, premolar and molar. The dental formula of human being is 2-1-2-3 divided by 2-1-2-3. That means 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molar. So these are the teeth present in the 1/2 of the upper jaw and divided by 2-1-2-3. That means 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molars. So these are the teeth present in the 1/2 of the lower jaw. That means 8 teeth present in the 1/2 of the upper jaw and 8 teeth present in 1/2 of the lower jaw. That means total number of teeth is 32. So 2-1-2-3 divided by 2-1-2-3 is the dental formula of human being. Now teeth of human being is heterodont. That means different types of teeth present in human being. Thecodont. That means teeth present in socket. of the maxilla bone of upper and lower jaw. The teeth of human being is diphyodont. That means it appears 2 times. First set of teeth appears, which are called milk teeth. After the falling of teeth, milk teeth, second set of teeth appears, which is called permanent teeth. So human teeth is diphyodont. So teeth helps in cutting, tearing, and mastication of food. Now tongue. The human tongue is muscular and interiorly it is free, rounded, and posteriorly it is attached to the floor of lower jaw. Tongue contains salivary glands. Tongue helps in cleaning of teeth and also helps in mixing saliva with food. The salivary gland present in tongue secretes saliva. The saliva contains mucus and an enzyme maltase, which convert maltose into sugar. So after masticating the bread for a long time, it appears sweet due to partial digestion of carbohydrate. That means ptyalin, the enzyme present in saliva, helps in breaking down of maltose. Tongue also has taste buds. There are 4 types of taste buds, which are sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. Then tongue also helps in taking the taste of food. It helps in mixing saliva with food, and it helps in mastication of food by teeth. The teeth together with tongue helps in mastication of food. When we eat food, then food is in the form of complex solid form. Teeth helps in mastication of food. Tongue mixes saliva in food and food becomes soft, and then the food is engulfed into the pharynx through oral cavity, and from oral cavity food goes to the esophagus through the opening called gullet. Now we explain the different structure of alimentary canal. You see on board the figure of alimentary canal. See the structure of alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts from mouth. This is the mouth. The mouth is surrounded by upper and lower jaw. Only lower jaw is movable. The food enters in mouth. We take food from our hand and drops it into mouth. Teeth helps in mastication of food. Tongue mixes saliva in food, and in oral cavity food is masticated and saliva is mixed with food. Tongue also takes taste of food. Then food is engulfed into the pharynx. The pharynx is a common opening of respiratory system and digestive system. Here laryngotracheal chamber also present, which is also called voice box. Now food from pharynx enters into oesophagus. So oesophagus is a long tube-like structure because of presence of neck. Oesophagus leads into stomach. So stomach is a storage organ, is a wide, curved, sac-like structure. Its upper portion of stomach is called cardiac stomach because it is towards the heart. Middle portion is called fundic stomach, and the lower portion is called pyloric stomach. This stomach enters into a U-shaped tube which is called duodenum. At the point of opening of stomach into duodenum, there is a constriction which is called pyloric constriction, and it also contains a valve called pyloric valve. It makes the passage one way. That means food can passes from stomach to the intestine, but cannot comes back from intestine to stomach. Oesophagus and stomach together constitute the upper portion of the alimentary canal where food is stored. The food comes through mouth, comes in oesophagus and stores for some time in stomach. From stomach, it enters into the duodenum, which is U-shaped tube. Now duodenum opens into a coiled tubule, which is called jejunum, and jejunum opens into a more coiled tubule, which is called ileum. So duodenum and ileum, both together, duodenum, jejunum and ileum, these three parts together called a small intestine. And jejunum, duodenum opens into jejunum, jejunum opens into ileum, and ileum opens into the cecum, which is first part of large intestine. Cecum is well developed in herbivorous animal where cellulose is digested. But human being, cecum is not well developed. It is in vestigial form. It ends into a blind tubule, which is called vermiform appendix. It is not functional in human being. Sometimes when it becomes functional, then we feel pain in abdomen, and surgically it is removed from the body, which is called operation of appendix. It is not useful for human being. It is a vestigial organ in human being, but functional in herbivorous animals. Now, cecum opens into first part of large intestine, which is called colon. So, colon is of three types. First of all, those colon which go upward, that is called ascending colon. Next is which goes straight sidewise, that is transverse colon. It is transverse colon, firstly ascending colon, then transverse colon, and then descending colon. Ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon. And colons, it opens into rectum, is a muscular structure, and rectum opens into anus. So these are the structures of alimentary canal. Besides these functions, there are some glands also, which are liver, gallbladder, pancreas. These are the digestive glands. Now we study the digestion of different types of food in our alimentary canal. Partial digestion of food occurs in mouth with the help of enzyme ptyalin, which convert a starch into maltose. Then food goes to the oesophagus. The wall of oesophagus also secretes an enzyme which is called pepsinogen. And pepsinogen is inactive enzyme, so there is no any digestion of food in oesophagus. Then food enters in stomach. Now, what is the digestion of food in stomach? We study